I'm Hillary, my friends call me Hilla or Hillabilla, and today I want to do a tutorial on highlighting and contouring and show you just how easy it is. Yeah, I said how easy it is. Highlight and contour can be very intimidating, but with Seint beauty products, it's literally paint by numbers. So when you order, you're going to get a card that will show you where every product goes, and you literally just follow this little guy. It's so easy. So I'm working from palette 8, which holds 8 full-size tins between 2 layers. And I'm going to be using 2 brushes. The Hack brush, highlight and contour Hack brush, and the bronzer blush brush. So let's jump right in. First thing I'm going to do is place my contour. Because all of the products are cream makeup, every layer has coverage, which means I don't have to do 13 layers of makeup on my face to get that contoured look. So, starting with my contour and the pointy side of my brush, picking up some of that contour, and then I'm going to place it right where you feel your cheekbone starting to roll. So here, for most people, that lines up with the top of your ear. There is an old adage to suck in your cheeks and put it in the hollow of your cheek. Don't do it. It's going to drag your entire face down and have the complete opposite effect of what we're trying to do. So again, top of your ear, and I am just stippling that contour, kind of pulling and stippling really high and tight on my cheekbone, like a push-up bra for my cheekbone. If you want to do a little swoop at the end to pick up some extra cheek, give you a fuller look, you can do that. But you don't want to go past your pupil. You don't want to bring it too far down onto your face. For sure, don't get into these marionette lines. All right, so cheekbone, and then right along the jawline, get a nice crisp jaw line again, and make sure that's blending down your neck and then across your forehead. Now, if you have a really large forehead, you're going to want to bring your contour down on your forehead, so lower and in a rainbow shape. If you have a really small forehead, you will want that to be a straight line that's higher up. Whew, hairs everywhere. Okay, let's do the other side. Again, finding the top of my ear and right where that cheekbone starts to roll, and just pulling that contour on there. If you've got a little extra sag on your chin or neck, you can contour that away as well. Okay, contour is in place. Don't worry about blending it. Trust the process. It looks scary at first. Now I'm switching over to the domed side of my Hack brush, and I'm going to dip into my main highlight color. Now, in every other product line, this would be called your foundation, but Seint, this is the highlight. So I'm picking up that highlight color and pulling that on my face. If you're someone that likes a really full coverage, you would want to stipple, which is this motion. If you like a more natural kind of sheer coverage, you want to pull, which shears out the product as you're putting it on. Now I'm avoiding my under eye area, and you will see why in a moment, but putting it everywhere else. But not over the top of my contour. I'm just marrying those 2 lines together. Now, look at the coverage difference between this side of my face where you can see my melasma, uneven skin tone. With just 1 layer of this cream product, look how flawless my skin looks. Amazing. All right, next side. Where'd that melasma spot go? Gone. It's like magic, I tell ya. Okay. So now I have my main highlight color and contour in place. Now I am going to pick up, well, I'm going to switch brushes now to my bronzer blush brush, and I'm going to use the small side to pick up my blush color. If you can only buy one brush, start with the hack brush, and then you can use this side for your blush. Okay? If you can splurge for two brushes, do it. It is worth it. Start with these two. Before too long, you're going to want all the brushes. And I will say this, Seint brushes are specifically designed for cream makeup. I have had all the brushes, Bobbi Brown, MAC, Morphe, and the first time I used Seint, I was using my brushes, did not get the same result. So you have to get at least one brush to really have a true Seint experience. So I'm switching over to my bronzer blush brush, and I'm picking up some of this blush color called Sandstone, which is my absolute favorite. And I am not getting very much because it's highly pigmented. I'm going to smile, place that right on the apple of my cheek, and blend back and up just above that contour line. Not over the top of it, but above. Okay? Don't be alarmed. This is all going to come together at the end, I promise. Again, if you're only using one brush, you would be using the domed side of your hack brush. Okay, blush is in place. Now I'm going to do my accent highlight, which is 2 to 3 shades lighter than my main highlight. You can see it here. Most product lines would call this your concealer. We're going to use this to go right under the eye to lighten and brighten. So with highlighting and contouring, the whole point of this system is to bring attention to your face where you want attention to your face, which is here, center, eyes, this triangle of light, as if a spotlight were shining on you, and where would that light be hitting you? So I'm picking up not very much of that accent highlight color, and I'm going to just stamp that on in a kind of triangular shape under my eye. Now warning, if you are only using one brush and you have just used this end to pick up your blush color, don't go back with that same brush and pick up your accent highlight unless you've cleaned it first. You can also use your finger and just stamp it on. Because yes, that is really how easy this makeup is. Also, center of forehead, in between the eyebrows, and right there in the center of your chin. Okay, so there it all is, and now I'm going to quickly contour my nose. I like to do that last. I'm just running a tiny bit of contour on the outside bridge of my nose. I don't do this every day. It's optional. But if you have a really wide nose that you would like to make it appear smaller, this will definitely do that for you. If you have a really thin nose, you can pull the contour down the bridge of your nose to make it look a little wider. And it's great if you're doing pictures or anything like that. All right, so there we have it all. And now what I'm going to do is switch over to the fluffy side of my bronzer blush brush. And I'm going to blend all of this in together. Okay, starting with the light colors first. And then go over everything else and just make sure it all blends seamlessly. This is the other beauty of cream makeup. You really, really can't mess this up. And there you have it. My entire face with 2 brushes and 4 products right here up top. So if you want to start with the most basic setup, you can do a quad, which is just the 4 and the 1 brush. But most people start off with the palette 8, which has this second layer, and I'm going to show you why. This way you can get lips, more blush, eyeshadow, and bronzer, and you can literally do everything on your face with 1 single palette. So I'm going to now use the fluffy side of my brush to dip into this bronzer called Bella Cream Bronzer. Bronzer and contour are not the same. I'm going to show you why. Actually, before I put it on my face, let me show you. Swatch that right here. Ooh, that's a ton, sorry. See how that is warm and goldeny and delicious looking? There we go. Let me swatch contour next to it. Warm, cool, and ashy looking. The purpose of contour is to put a shadow on your face and create dimensions, chisel out your bone structure. The purpose of bronzer is to make you look warm, golden, and sun-kissed. So I'm going to get that bronzer worked into the big fluffy side of my B² brush, like that. And then I'm going to put it on my face wherever the sun would naturally kiss, which is kind of in the shape of a 3. And then I'm just going to buff that in. Give me a nice warm glow. And there you have it. Now I'm going to pick up Illuminator, which most product lines call Highlight. This is how you get that glowy lit from within look. If you are someone that loves the disco ball on your face, you're going to want to use our powder illuminators. They're super high shine and high impact. If you like a more natural glowy look, then you're going to do one of the cream illuminators. I'm using Angel, and I'm going to use the smaller side of my blush brush, pick that up, and just put that on the high point of my cheek and blend. And you can see how when the light catches it, gives you a little bit of that shimmery glow. It's not glittery, but a little bit of dewy shimmer. Okay, then I'm dipping into this other blush color called Nude and using that for my lip. It's also an incredible cheek color. And then you've got room for a couple eyeshadows as well. Palette 8. I like to work from palette 18, 17, 3, 6, 9, 18 every day, just because I like to have different blush options and everything with me. It's not very large. This is all I take when I travel, and it is incredible. But starter pack, just the top 4 called the Quad, or palette 8, which gets you a couple extra bonuses, or you can go all the way up to palette 18 or even larger. But highlight and contour, that easy. Paint by number, put it where it goes. Don't be scared. This is not hard, and it doesn't look cakey and horrible and like my face might crack if I make an expression, because it's cream makeup. It's going to move with you, and it wears all day. Now, I do recommend setting it. I'm using Stay Spray from Seint, and just spraying that in the shape of an X. Taking my Perfector sponge and working that in to my skin. And this is because I prefer a dewy finish. If you are someone that likes a matte finish, you would want to set everything with a loose translucent powder. You could use this fluffy side of your brush. And there you have it. If you're only going to buy one brush, again, start with the hack brush and get the Perfector, because you can use this to smush everything together and make it blend seamlessly. All right, Hack 101. Hope that helps.